Kindness is a language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. It's such a shame to waste time. We always think we have so much of it. I cannot trust a man to control others who cannot control himself. It is man's natural sickness to believe that he possesses the truth. Vulnerability is the least celebrated emotion in our society. What keeps life fascinating is the constant creativity of the soul. Some men never die, and some men never live, but we're all alive tonight. The truth doesn't cost anything, but a lie could cost you everything. There is no place where espionage is not possible. There's no greater show on earth than observing human nature. Life is more or less a lie, but then again, that's exactly the way we want it to be. If the road is easy, you're likely going the wrong way. People are the most difficult thing in the world to change. I cried because I had no shoes until I met a man who had no feet. Once you stop learning, you start dying. I quote others only in order the better to express myself. Convictions are more dangerous foes of truth than lies. Take care with the end as you do with the beginning. A man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. The road to success is dotted with many tempting parking spaces. Plan for what it is difficult while it is easy. Do what is great while it is small. You talk when you cease to be at peace with your thoughts. There are routes not to be followed, armies not to be attacked, citadels not to be besieged, territory not to be fought over. Power is not revealed by striking hard or often, but by striking true. I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious. Every ounce of my cynicism is supported by historical precedent. I've never had anyone's approval, so I've learned to live without it. If you wish to be out front, then act as if you were behind. All men know the utility of useful things, but they do not know the utility of utility. When you change your thoughts, remember to also change your world. Do not fear the thorns in your path, for they draw only corrupt blood. It's better this way, sister. There's more to life than staying safe. In making tactical dispositions, the highest pitch you can attain is to conceal them. We must live together as brothers or perish together as fools. Convince your enemy that he will gain very little by attacking you. This would diminish his enthusiasm. Remember, if you play small, you stay small. Vote for the man who promises least. He'll be the least disappointing. An education is not so much about making a living as making a person. Distance sometimes lets you know who is worth keeping and who is worth letting go. Travel light, live light, spread the light, be the light. Before you find your soulmate, you must first discover your soul. What the ancients called a clever fighter is one who not only wins, but excels in winning with ease. When we strive to become better than we are, everything around us becomes better too. Our ability to adapt is amazing. Our ability to change isn't quite as spectacular. The world as we have created it is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking. To have a human form of a joyful thing, but in the universe of possible forms, there are others just as good. Management of many is the same as management of few. It is a matter of organization. People wealth consists upon their freedom, individual resources, and good social life. The truth doesn't mind being told every once in a while. Let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like a thunderbolt. Do more listening than talking. Talk more about them than about you. When you are content to be simply yourself and don't compare or compete, everyone will respect you. A man should look for what is and not for what he thinks should be. The world is already full of critics. To stand out, be an encourager. In your own life, it's important to know how spectacular you are. A good traveler has no fixed plans and is not intent on arriving. Serious thinkers are few, and the world is ruled by crude ideas. Many things are not as they seem. The worst things in life never are. The big lesson in life, baby, is never be scared of anyone or anything. The greatest step towards a life of simplicity is to learn to let go. There is no instance of a nation benefiting from prolonged warfare. Every team has its weakness, and every team has its strength. I never fail. It's just that the people around me succeed more than I. It's enough for me to be sure that you and I exist at this moment. When you treat your failures as lessons, you can never fail. You have to notice the truth in order to be able to avoid it. That knowledge which stops at what it does not know is the highest knowledge. Victory comes from finding opportunities and problems. A lion chased me up a tree, and I greatly enjoyed the view from the top. Cherish those who seek the truth, but beware of those who find it. It's not what you are in life, but what you make of it. I know the joy of fishes in the river through my own joy as I go walking along the same river. In every walk with nature, one receives far more than he seeks. If you can feel the future, then you are about to experience it. I speak gibberish to the civilized world, and it replies in kind. It was easier to ask for forgiveness than it was to get permission. Life is a bittersweet journey, my friend, a bittersweet journey. If you only shine light on your flaws, all your perfects will dim. Knowledge is merely brilliance in organization of ideas and not wisdom. The truly wise person goes beyond knowledge. Maybe everyone can live beyond what they're capable of, but only he who, himself enlightened, is not afraid of shadows. If I work hard enough, there will be things I can do tomorrow that I can't do today. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. Being unconquerable lies with yourself. Being conquerable lies with your enemy. Silence and non-action are the root of all things. The man who has forgotten self may be said to have entered heaven. Just go with it, he thought. You won't figure out anything if you give in to fear. Silence is a true friend who never betrays. What you do is what matters, not what you think or say or plan. So many people love you. Don't focus on the people who don't. It is hard work and great art to make life not so serious. Keep going. It's not as difficult as you feel it is. Don't give up. Speak to me. I will spend my lifetime trying to understand you. To bear and not to own, to act and not lay claim, to do the work and let it go, for just letting it go is what makes it stay. Heaven does without doing, through its purity. Earth does without doing, through its calmness. Silence is nice to have if you wanted it, but maddening if you didn't. Go to heaven for the climate and hell for the company. It's not what you look at that matters, it's what you see. Sometimes we create our own heart, breaks through expectation. Most of what I say is complete truth. My edit button is broken.